Okay, so let's have a look at fitness for purpose. The thing about fitness for purpose is you've really got to be very precise with the criteria by which you're assessing or measuring a product. So you really need to be very clear what the intended purpose of the product actually is. And to identify that clearer, I've got three different tin openers here. I've got a camping tin opener, very small, very light. I've got a domestic kitchen tin opener, and I've got an industrial found tin opener at the bottom. So the primary function and secondary function for each needs to be identified before we can say whether or not it's fit for purpose. So the primary function of the camping tin opener might not even be opening a tin. It might be to be lightweight, foldable, so it can be easily stored in a rucksack. It's far more important to have a tin opener with you when you're camping than it actually is to be able to easily get into a tin. So that's one way of looking at each tin opener. What is its real primary function? Well, the primary function of the domestic tin opener is to open tins. Uh, Now it says without leaving a sharp edge here. So you could have children using this, you could have sharp edged cans left lying around in the kitchen. So the safety aspect of the design of this needs to be considered. Now what about the industrial one? Well, that one's got to open tins in a commercial kitchen. It's got to open tins of different sizes and different weights. So the base is a lot larger to sit the can on. You then screw the can up to the tin opener and have a large handle to wind the cutting surface around the top of the tin. Let's go over to the secondary function of each of these. It might be that the camping tin opener is to open tins, but maybe only just one tin a day. And it doesn't really matter how long it takes to open the tin. You've got nothing else to do while you're camping anyway, let's face it. Whereas the domestic tin opener, you really might be opening 3, 4 tins a day in your kitchen. But another consideration might be that it's got to be dishwasher proof. Well, that's not a consideration at all for the first tin opener. It's never going to see a dishwasher in its life. What about the third tin opener here? Well, it's screwed to the wall, so it also is never going to go into a dishwasher, but it's going to open hundreds of tins a day. Now, you don't really want the operator to get fatigue while they're opening the tins. You certainly wouldn't expect a commercial um, tin opener to look like either of these top two, because the operator would soon get bored, tired, and hurt using them to open hundreds of tins a day. So that's really crucially important for the commercial one. However, the appearance isn't really so important. The aesthetic considerations uh, are far outweighed by the functional operation of this tin opener, whereas this one not so much. The shape, the style, the colour is very, very important because it's got to really fit into each person's own unique kitchen. The aesthetic appearance, of course, for the top one, again, not so much a consideration. Function is far more important. So that's identifying whether or not each of these is fit for its intended purpose. Although they're all three tin openers, they've got very, very different performance criteria. So in your explanation of fitness of purpose, make sure that you describe fully what the primary and secondary function of each product is. Okay? And that's fitness of purpose.